Okay, we're back for turn 5 of the 8-wheeled handicap. Now, turn 5, along with turn 10 and turn 15, are the scary turns, because these are the turns where we can expect any pre-planned bombardment to come in. And potentially, given that Russian artillery is not very responsive, not in the same way that US artillery is, we could be looking at some kind of massive pre-planned artillery barrage, and 10 guesses where that's going to land. Hint, on this side of the ridge, in the nice reverse slope positions. So, fingers crossed we don't get that. Should we have probably spread these guys out a little bit more? Yes, and it did cross my mind, but this is where we are now. Definitely going to be seeing some artillery down here, which is excellent. First salvo came in on the last turn, and then we should be seeing some come in along here, around this TRP, hopefully catching AjarmanG's vehicles there. Hopefully this Stryker is going to actually shoot at this BTR, which is machine gunning it. We might get some reverse slope contacts in this kind of area. And hopefully the Javelin team over here is going to eyeball the T90 and knock it out. Apart from that, we'll see. The other pre-planned scary thing that might happen is air attack. We might get some kind of Russian aircraft coming in to have a go at us, either some helicopters or some planes. In which case, hopefully this thing will do their thing and shoot it down. But anyway, lots of stuff to look out for. Let's just press go and see what we get. That's just MG fire on the front of the Stryker. It should be okay from the front, and boom, yeah. Put a hole in it. That looks like a spotting round of some description. And, ooh, another BTR up there. We'll have that. And, yeah, it looks like the MGS down here has put a hole in another BTR up there, so, yep. Lots of fun things to look at. We have lost sight on that that T90 that was up there, though, so we'll see. We'll see who's eyeballing that as well. Hopefully it's one of these teams with a Javelin. Oop. Stryker over there, just getting penetration at the end there. Okay, cool. So let's go left to right again, and we'll have a closer look at all of this stuff. So, the A-team. How is life in the A-team? Noisy. Small tank fire. A bit of MG fire going out. Another tank round coming in. Incoming RPGs. Ooh. Well, that was an action-packed couple of seconds, wasn't it? Let's, we know that there's definitely Russians in these trees here. Let's see, that looked like... Yeah, I would not want to be in there. Lovely. Let's see, that should be the MGS Stryker. Yes, there it is, it's aiming. So I think that BTR reversed out to get away from the artillery, perhaps? But it's dead now. It's not going to react particularly well to getting hit by a 105mm shell of any description. Have we got an exit hole? No, that might have been a heat round. Yeah, there we go. 105mm heat. We just used. Excellent. What's going on with... Oh, we just lost sight of them again. These guys here who are just kind of sat there.
Request fire mission out.
We've got... That's the crew. Yeah, who the MGS Stryker is machine gunning.
Roger. Fire for effect.
And yeah, a bit of MG fire coming in on the building, so we might have to grab down to the... Yeah, hop down onto the bottom floors, and yeah, Stryker has gotten a bit of... oh, we've been running away, I missed that. You want to go back in the building, guys, it's going to be a lot safer. Looks like he's pushed a BTR around to flank the building, which is, you know... when the rest of this burst comes in, that's going to do some hurt. That Stryker's probably going to go down here. The gunner's already wounded. You guys are going to need to run away. You need to get back in the building, guys. Hopefully the smoke will let you do that. And let's see who has spotted that T90. Excellent. Our friendly neighborhood javelin team. Snicking through the woods, complete with squad-style panic. How about we javelin that? Yes. Which one's our javelin, guys? You, isn't it? Yeah. Oh look! We've brought a problem solver. Right. Which is a shame, because otherwise that's a pretty good position for a tank. That's probably the one that's been shelling the building. Well, maybe not actually, I'm not sure. Even though things are going badly for the A-team, we are getting our hits in with the artillery. We might... Yeah, I'm debating whether to call in an artillery strike on the A-team's position. We'll see how that goes. Right, let's... check the middle. I don't think anything happens in these middle... No. But let's see what happens. Why do we lose the spot? Probably because these guys move out of position. Yeah, so hopefully that javelin team's going to pick it up on the next turn. Yeah. They're just lying down at the moment. I don't want them to lie down. Stop lying down. We'll just hunt them forward so they stop when they see a contact on the next turn. But that looks... we're looking kind of okay here. And then this flank over here. So a bit of MG fire on the front of the Stryker. It's damaging some of the optics, but the front of the Stryker is pretty well protected against 14.5mm fire. Which is what these... BTRs are firing at it, and yeah, that is a dead BTR. Just pop the smoke off for a second. Yep. Let's hope the infantry was still in that. So we got one and then another one. Yep. Upper front. Where's the hole on you then? Not spotting it, but it's dead. Very much so. And I think... that's about it over on this flank, isn't it? Yeah. Moving forward a little bit up here, which is why these guys are going to be arting the top of that hill in a bit. Yeah, the other thing was this. We had one of these not so long ago in the last turn, didn't we? It's like a spotting round. That's a really small round. I don't know if that's a mortar, perhaps? Yeah, when you compare it to the size of the... that's a 155 crater. You know, that's small. Maybe, potentially 122, which is another, like, favourite Russian caliber, but I'm not convinced. It might be just mortar rounds. So yeah, that's all we're gonna see, isn't it? We haven't had any pre-planned artillery drop on our faces, which is nice, and doesn't look like there's any kind of air threat at the moment. We might be keeping it in the bag, he might not be, but it's not something you can ignore. So right, let's sort out the A team. You need to rush up to this corner. You need to get back into the building. You also need to stay inside the building, and we need you to look. Need you to pay attention. We'll get you on the ground floor. And oh, all the artillery's busy. Why didn't I bring more artillery? Because I couldn't afford it. Looks like they are gonna take that tank out, so we'll just leave them there. I think this team needs to basically stand up and move in that direction. Yeah, that one is firing, that's cool, that'll be over in the next turn. That one's still firing for about 5 minutes. This one... yeah, that's also doing its thing. I don't foresee a threat to this Stryker, this MGS Stryker, so I think it's going to be safe to leave it there. He says last-wordsingly. Turn the trees back on. I think that's going to be relatively safe. So we're going to leave it there. That one is in a position to cover some of these areas with its 50 cal. Since the main gun has been knocked out, that is about it. Kind of waiting for AjarmanG to come to me now. I'm not particularly bothered too much about pushing up. Yeah, not much to it, I don't think. We've got this fight here where we've drawn him in and we're starting to get the artillery going down. We should hopefully spoil this attack here with some incoming artillery, and if that doesn't work, it's going to get a very warm reception when it comes over that slope there. And then over here, we've done the nasty to these BTRs here. That's probably going to make him slow down a bit, push his infantry forward, come over here and try to flank, where he's also going to hit a reverse slope. And we should hopefully be able to get some artillery down on the top of the hill, which is going to also be nasty. So, yeah, that guy, the lone survivor, is still in a state of panic. Hopefully he's going to stop panicking, because I really want him to get in that objective. But yeah, it's going pretty well so far, it seems, he says, making everything go disastrously wrong, but we'll see. Let's just press that go button. And, doesn't take very long for that one, does it?